Guys, Ash from Bricklayers Social Club. Welcome to another episode of Bricklayers TV. Today we're going to be talking about brick hammers. You might have seen a couple of my controversial videos about a £400 brick hammer. Yeah, it's here. We're going to talk about it, but we're going to talk about all the other brick hammers on the market at the moment. I don't have all of them. I don't have a banjo or bajo, and one or two others, but I've got the leading brands here. I've also got very cheap or very expensive, mid-range. So yeah, let's talk about it. Also, if you haven't noticed already, I am wearing the BrickJackets jumper. These are available on the BrickJackets website, so please go over, get one. They're a great jumper, and also it's very cold in my garage, also known as the Bricklayers Social Club HQ. So let's talk about brick hammers. I'm going to show you what we've got, and then we'll talk through them, and then we'll see where we get to at the end. So I'm going to start off right at the bottom, and this is just a very basic brick hammer. This is from, I believe this was from Wix. This was probably about 10 or 15 quid. Yeah, this is nothing special. This is two pieces. You can tell it's two pieces because it's got a pin that goes through onto the shaft. This isn't a professional brick hammer at all. This is just being found. I've put it in with a toolkit. It's all right for a backup if mine happens to go walkies, or just for general like bit of demolition work or something. It's all right. We're then going to move on to the next hammer I've got. This is a great brick hammer. This is the Ox Pro Series 24 ounce. This is also in the apprentice kit at SB Tools. This is all one piece, so there's no breaks in the shaft and between the shaft and the head. Good rubber grip. Yeah, it's a good brick hammer. That is underestimated. We're then going to go on to the ESTWING. This is the 20 ounce brick hammer. Yep. It's been around. This is a classic brick hammer. Again, this is all one piece, very similar to the Ox one. It's a bit lighter. Same kind of grip on it, but it is an ESTWING, so made in the USA. It's kind of got that designer vibe to it. A lot of bricklayers have these. It's a good brick hammer. Next one. Not many of you would have seen one of these, and it's one of the first times I've seen one. This is a W Rose brick hammer. Now look at the sharp, the chisel section of it. How cranked it is compared to a brick ESTWING hammer. Look at that. Now I was having a look at this yesterday when it arrived, and I held a brick and I was looking at it, and it actually lines up a lot nicer than a normal brick hammer does. Obviously you don't want to put it through your hand because that hurts, but yeah, these are a bit different and I quite like it. I will give it a go. We'll do some videos of me demonstrating how they work, and say how they work, how we get on with them, breaking brick and stuff. You then got your big blue ESTWING. This is 22 ounce, again all one piece, very nicely printed with ESTWING. That's actually like grinded out. That is lovely. Baby, daddy, awesome brick hammer. And then the one we've all been waiting for. This is now fully part of my kit. This is the Martinez Cross Kinetic Customs brick hammer. I've been using this for the past 2 weeks since I've had it, trialing it out, and I just want to show you guys. Have a look at the edge of that. I don't know if you can see that. It's hardly worn at all, which surprised me. It's a serious piece of metal on top of there. Again, the Martinez handle as well. The rubber grip. Yeah, it's £400 worth of hammer. I do expect great things from this. All the guys that said, does it wipe my arse for me? No, it doesn't, unfortunately. But it's yeah, I don't know why you want someone to wipe your ass for you. But so, brick hammer. How do you choose a brick hammer? It goes back to the conversation we had about trowels the other week. It's a preference thing. It depends how much money you want to spend. Let's forget about this hammer for now, because this is just an absolute liberty. Yeah. So we'll take the Martinez brick hammer out of the equation, and we're going to take your cheap budget brick hammer, which you get from B&Q, Wicks. Now this is really good for your average DIY kind of person. If you've got a small garden wall to rebuild, bit of block work to do in your garden, even basic stuff like block paving, patios, anything like that, you just got to chip away at something masonry, go and buy one of these. Don't go and spend 50 quid on an ESTWING, Ox or Rose. It's definitely not £400, because you ain't going to need it. And I've had this for donkeys. This is just a great backup. Yeah, so by all means, one of these if you're a DIY kind of guy. Apprentices, don't get these. Bricklayers, don't buy these, please. So we're going to talk about ESTWING. Now, when I was a bricklayer, I still am a bricklayer, but these were the hammers. These were definitely the hammer to have in your toolkit. The only problem with these is, I don't know about you, but these always went walkies. I don't know why. They just happen to grow leg overnight, and then they just kind of walk off, and they're never to be seen again. It's quite annoying. There is a quite nice little hole in there, so you can tether these if you wanted to. I did tether the £400 brick hammer, the Martinez, because that ain't going walkies, trust me. So, your ESTWINGs. These are very similar, apart from this 2 ounce difference. The grips are very similar. Apart from you can see this is all blue, and then you've got ESTWING down here, and this is just a sticker. It depends how much we want to spend. These are about 40 quid, and these are about 50 quid. There's not much in them, to be fair, between the two. Would I go and get the big blue, or would I just get your standard 20 ounce? I'd probably get the big blue, to be fair. Only reason being, it's a bit heavier. It's got a nice kind of like powder coat finish on it. It's a good brick hammer. I was going to go out the two. W Rose hickory handle with the unusual chisel end on it, which I'm quite intrigued to try. It's a bit like their trowels, to be fair. I mean, some of their trowels you've seen that are quite they're like a 90 degrees angle on them. Again, this isn't 90 degrees, but this is an unusual. Back to the Ox. It's unusual in that respect. Look how it dives down. These are about £40–50. You don't come across these very often. I know that SB Tools sell these, hence how I got one, and he mentioned it to me. Yeah, it's made in the USA. It's a hickory handle, 24 ounce. It's got W Rose kind of like lasered into the handle there. Of course, wear goggles when using these. But it's got a good weight, and I don't know what it is about this, but as it comes round, it feels like you're going to hit it square on. Whereas I find with these, they kind of like chip off. Whereas this feels like it's going to come dead on. Yeah, don't know. I'm going to try that one, I think, and we'll get some videos of it. The Ox. This is I think for the value for money, hands down, this is probably one of the better brick hammers you'll get. I'm not endorsed by Ox. Ox don't even sponsor us. That wasn't a dig either. It's a good brick hammer. Do I need to go and spend 40 quid on the ESTWING? As much as I love an ESTWING, do I need to? Nah. I think this is all you need. This is a 24 ounce Oxbrick hammer, one complete piece. I don't know where these are made. I don't believe these are made in the USA, obviously, because they're an Australian company. So it's possibly Chinese. Ox, please comment, tell us where they're made. And maybe a bit more information on what the handle's made of. It feels very similar to that of the ESTWING, probably a bit more grip on this. It feels more rubbery. And I think these are about 24 quid. These aren't expensive at all. Whereas the ESTWING, these are about 50. This is a little bit heavier. There isn't much difference. So let me show you, put these two together. So the Ox is a little bit longer. I'll show you from this way, this angle. So for hammer to hammer. So it's a little bit longer. The ESTWING dives towards the end, whereas the Ox is a bit more longer and flat. I've used both of these and I've put both of them in my hand before. They both hurt. They're both, and sharpness, if you turn around to me now and say, oh, they're sharper than the others, no, you can sharpen it yourself. I'll show you quite easily. So I'll show you on this ESTWING. So this is got a little bit blunt. So this is just a DeWalt grinder, and I get these like coarse sanding pads that go on, and I'll show you literally how to do it. I'm just going to put some goggles on and I'll be back with you. So, whenever doing any sort of grinding, make sure you wear safe goggles. I look even more of a twat because I've got the ring light reflecting. So these sanding blades, this is a Sabre 115 by 60 grit flap disc. That's because of all the little flaps that are in there, and these are great for sharpening up tools. So as you can see, there's my ESTWING. It's not very sharp, and I'm just gonna sharpen it up. So that took no more than 30 seconds. You can see it's nice and shiny at the tip now, and you might just be able to see that we've got an edge on there. That will really hurt your hand. Many bricklayers that are watching this will know that it does hurt. I don't recommend doing it. But keeping a sharp edge will help you when breaking bricks, no doubt. So we've spoken about brick hammers here. This is your £400 brick hammer. We're not going to go into depth too much about this. It is a great brick hammer. It actually breaks really well. Are you going to buy one? No. You might do, but I doubt it. Wicks, DIY, 2 pieces, B&Q, all of your DIY shops. Nah. W Rose, I've not seen one of these really before. I'm intrigued about it, and we'll give this a proper review by itself. It's 24 ounce, so it's the same as the Ox. And then you got the 20 ounce ESTWING, we've just sharpened up, and the 22 ounce Big Blue. They're all great brick hammers, but conclusion is the Oxbrick hammer is the winner. Weight, cost, grip, the fact it's all one piece as well. I've got one which I'll show you, which I've had for 10 years. So this is the one I've had for 10 years. Again, this just sits in a box really as a backup when I do privates. The grip's still there, still all relatively fine. Could do with a sharper cut, it's blunt. Just to show you, 10 years, bearing in mind that you guys will know who know me, I do like to keep my tools sharp. I haven't lost anything, really, sharpening, and that's 10 years worth of use. The colour's changed actually, I've just looked at it. What's it matter? So there you go guys, there's another review from Bricklayers. So there you go guys, there is our review on brick hammers. Yes, it's not all the brick hammers that are out there, but listen, I don't own every single brick hammer. So there you are. If you like the video, please subscribe, give us a like, tag, share, comment, do all the usual bits and bobs. We're only here for the bricklayers really. I'm not doing this for myself. I wish I was that bored. But yeah, cheers.